Imagine playing an action-oriented adventure game and it gives you the option to turn off character death. That is exactly what Dragon Age the Veilguard is doing. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and yes, Dragon Age the Veilguard's difficulty options will let you turn off death entirely. Now, there's probably going to be some individuals in the comment section on the various spots of the internet that think this is a good thing, that, oh, this is going to help with accessibility. No, that is flat out cope. It is a disingenuous argument. This is a signal, in a list of signals of the downfall of Western gaming, the absolute degradation of the modern Western gaming culture. I won't lie, this is absolutely sickening. So we're going to get into this article. Before we do, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And for all you longtime gamers, I cannot wait to hear what you have to say in the comments about this one. To turn off death entirely. Are we really at that point? Okay, let's get into this before we do. This is, of course, coming from PC Gamer, which, yeah, it's PC Gamer. They think this is a great idea. They laud this. They think it is amazing. It's going to do so much for gameplay going forward because they're morons. They're not real gamers. They don't care about video games. They want to be told a nice bedtime story that they can use their thumbs for. Dragon Age the Veilguard, the upcoming new addition to BioWare's long-running fantasy RPG series that used to have a much cooler title. That is the only bit, the only moment of any sort of negativity about this game in the entire article, by the way, is that, oh, by the way, the name of the game used to be cooler, will include an array of combat difficulty options, including one that disables death and its attendant downsides entirely. I just want to say that if you want to play a video game where you don't die, those do exist. You know, play Stardew Valley or like Farm Simulator or something to that effect. This is an action RPG. Look at these character designs, and granted, these character designs are frankly god-awful, ugly, and just reek of modernity, but the fact of the matter is, it still isn't the same as like Farming Simulator or something. I wasn't going to play this game anyway. I'm going to be real. This game was not on my radar. I could not care less about it. So you might be like, oh, well, Leon, why do you care so much? It's a game that you're not going to play. Because I care about what this could mean for gaming going forward. For maybe games that I am interested in. Maybe games I do want to play. I'm worried about the precedent that this sets. So yeah, just because I've got zero interest in this particular game does not mean that the fact that this even exists in an action-adventure RPG is not telling of where we're at in the modern gaming space. A new Game Informer preview has a closer look at Veilguard's difficulty options, with the most basic level include 3 broad settings: Storyteller, for those who are into the narrative; Adventurer, which is presumably more challenging and balanced between story and combat; and Nightmare, which is self-explanatory. Players can switch between Storyteller and Adventure mode at will, but Nightmare is a permanent choice, so make that move at your peril. Well, I mean, let's be real. As somebody that plays video games, I replay them multiple times. I usually do my first play session on just the standard regular medium difficulty, and then if the game catches me enough, hooks me enough to want to do subsequent playthroughs, I will always up the difficulty to the point where a lot of times I'll unlock new difficulty settings, and I want to be able to get to where I can do things on the hardest level. But no, if it's a new series or new franchise, something I've not ever tried before, sure, I stick with medium. I get easy mode in the game. That's fine. Easy mode's one thing. Easy mode, while I don't play it, is very different than a no death mode. For those who like to fiddle, there's also an unbound mode, which enables individual adjustments of features like wayfinding, aim assist, combat timing, to make parrying easier and more difficult, enemy health and how much damage they put out. A full-on auto-aim option is available, as is one that prevents death from occurring outright. Now, they're going to make the argument that, oh, this is for people that just want to enjoy the story. And that's fair, but if you want to enjoy a story with zero consequences, read a fucking book or watch a movie. That takes away the essence of what story-based gameplay is. Can you imagine Resident Evil 4 with no death mode? Like, oh, you can turn on without there being death. That defeats the purpose of Resident Evil. The whole satisfaction that comes from the story unfolding is your approximation of the events, your interaction with the events throughout the course of the game that make it happen, the choices you make, the decisions that you have to choose throughout the course of your experience. Not just decisions like RPG-based wise, like what character do I want to bang in romance, but also, should I level up this skill tree to make so-and-so, to give myself more, higher attack power, or should I build a speed-based character, or should I go stealth or charisma, and all these sort of choices and tweaks you make to, unify your gameplay experience to something that's specifically yours. That is all out the window if you have a no-death option. Game director Corrine Bush told the site that none of the options are cheats. It's an option to make sure players of all abilities can show up, she said. Of course it's a she. Of course the game director that wants to remove the ability to die, the most simple of video game rules, like Mario Bros. Back in 1984, you don't jump on the Goomba, you die, you get hit by the turtle shell, you die. It's very, very simple. I cannot imagine what a Mario game would be like in 2024 if you didn't have the ability to die. Actually, I can't imagine what it is. It would be Mario Party, which is fine. Mario Party is a party game, and you know what? Even if you can't die in Mario Party, the stakes are still there because it's a competitive game where you still have something to lose. You're competing in an arena on these board game things, and there's going to only be one winner. How sad is it that Mario Party has more stakes than Dragon Age Veilguard? Again, of course the game director would be a woman pushing this sort of nonsense in video games. Get good diehards might feel personally attacked. No. I don't feel personally attacked. Again, play on whatever difficulty. I understand the need for easy difficulties. It's about the degradation. It's about the destruction. Not even the degradation. It's about the destruction of core tenets of what it means to play video games. This is why gatekeeping is so important, because people want to come in and change the hobby. This is not something you would have ever seen in 1998. This is absolutely inane. This is being done, like I said, so players of all abilities can show up. That is a disingenuous bullshit argument. I've seen individuals on X and Twitter and YouTube, whatever, with cerebral palsy that their arms are all jacked up and House of the Dead looking, and they were able to play Dark Souls. You being so insulting to those players that might have some sort of disability that you have to turn on a no-death option. I've seen people beat Dark Souls on a fucking banana. I'm not even joking. They ran cables through a banana and even used a literal, like you can eat it, banana as a controller, and they were able to do it. There was one dude who's got a disability who basically used taught-to-text commands to beat Dark Souls. We're talking Dark Souls here, known to be some of the hardest games in the modern gaming zeitgeist. This is a Dragon Age game, ain't exactly up to that caliber of difficulty. You've already got multiple difficulty options, but you are being so insulting towards those individuals with disabilities while saying, man, let's pat ourselves on the back, tell us how great we are for making it so much easier for you, as if they don't also want the challenge and the satisfaction that comes from playing the game like every other normal goddamn person. The more people you can bring to your game, the better it is for everyone. False. Gaming is for everyone, but not every game is for everyone. The individuals that, that go towards games like, again, Farm Simulator, or games like Animal Crossing, or games like Minecraft, are probably not going to be the same type of individual as the ones that gravitate towards Call of Duty, or Silent Hill, or, playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at a tournament level. Like, there are different games for different audiences. The idea that you want to bring in everyone is one of these cliched, bogus ideologies that, first of all, does not work on just a human level, but also doesn't work on a financial level, because you can't actually market to everybody, because when you do, you're really marketing to no one. But it's also great for players who want to enjoy the game without having to fight it all the way through. I played Divinity Original Sin on its easiest mode because I wanted to explore the world and enjoy the story without getting bogged down in complex combat, and when it was all over, I had no regrets. Did I cheat myself out of the full and proper experience? I don't think so, and even if I did, that's not your business, buddy. The snark, the absolute arrogance of these game journalists. Who wrote this shit to begin with? Let's take a look here. Andy Chalk. Well, Andy, I can tell you're a pussy. You're not a real gamer. Here's the dealio. It is our business. You want to know why this is our business? It's not our business as to how you personally played the game. That's all well and good. It's not my business if somebody wants to load up Fallout 4 and mod the game to shit, or Skyrim or whatever. However, when it comes to a fundamental game philosophy design, the way games are made, It absolutely is my business, and it's every other gamer's business as well, because when practices like this become normalized and they start to infect all other games going forward, it is an absolute dilution of the hobby. It expands the hobby into individuals that don't actually care about the hobby. They just want to be part of the in crowd, the it click, because it's the now popular thing to do, because video games are so ubiquitous and mainstream at this point. It actually is disgusting and is our business to a degree. Of course, if you want to get your ass kicked all day long by elven gods and their demonic minions, knock yourself out. This is a judgment-free zone, but not everyone is into that sort of thing. I don't care what you are into. We're not asking for all games to be Dark Souls. We're asking for a bare minimum of, hey, can you at least make a uniform to where, you know, something as simple as death in a video game still has some sort of meaning to it? Can you maybe not talk down to the accessibility and gaming disabled crowd that you so badly want to suck your game developer cocks because look how great we're doing for you people, when literally any disabled individual I know just wants to play games like any other normal individual? It's actually incredibly pandering to have this sort of thing done. I mean, again, if you want a story, I need to know the story of Dragon Age Veilguard, the clips are gonna be on YouTube. You're not getting anything out of the game if you literally remove the option to have the character death taken away. At that point, just not even, I said read a book or watch a movie, and that's true, read a book or watch a movie, or just YouTube the cutscenes, because you're not getting any story out of pressing square or triangle over and over with no fear of death. This is absolutely asinine. It is a disgusting business practice. These game developers should be ashamed of themselves, and I think we all agree this game should fail, should flop, should make zero money, should put BioWare out of business. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about video games or what's going on in the gaming industry, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon, and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos that I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get involved with over 70 other vital idols. It is a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further, because we do care about diversity, but only one kind of diversity of thought. So if that sounds interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.